Hey there guys, welcome to another video. In this video we're going to be creating this masked text animation using JUST CSS, and as you can see in our demo example here, we've got a background image which is moving side to side, and then on top of that we've masked it with text just so it gives it a nice little cool animation effect. And again, we're going to be creating this just using CSS. So if we take a look at our Visual Studio Code here, you can see we've got two files, index.html and style.css. Then we've also got an image folder here which just has this image JPEG file inside of it. And I got this image from Pexels, which is just a website where you can get images from. So the first thing we need to do is just go inside the index.html and create some boilerplate. Close this off. And we're just going to call this masked text. Link our style sheet. And then inside of the body, we're just going to have a container or a div with this class of container. And then we're just going to have that text, which is just going to be h1. This is also going to have a class of masked text. Pretty simple. That's all we're really going to need for the HTML. Just put some text inside of here. Save that, and then open this up with live server. So there's just our basic browser. Let's go inside the CSS now and style this. So the first thing we're going to do is just style the body. So we're going to give this a height of 100 viewport heights. Set the margin and padding to 0. This a background color of a sort of dark gray. Save that, and then let's just align the content to the center. So everything inside of the body in the center. So we'll say display flex, justify content center, align items to the center. Save that, and then let's also just set the overflow to hidden. So anything that overflows outside of this will be hidden. And then from here, let's grab that text. So this has the class of text. And then firstly, let's just increase the size of this text. We'll say font size, say about 10 rem. Save that, so it's nice and big. Let's now give the text that background image. So we'll say background image. We're gonna need the URL, and the URL is the image, and then the nature file. Save that. And then from here we want to mask the text over this image. So we're going to need the background clip property, and then set this to text. Save that. Now we won't be able to see that background now because the color of the text is black. We need to make it transparent. Say color, set that to transparent, save that. And now you can see that background image because what we've done is clip the text to the background image and then set the color to transparent, so then we can see that background. And let's actually make the text a bit bigger. Let's say 14 rem. Maybe 12 rem, yeah, that's better. And then let's change the background size to 200%, just so it's a bit clearer in the image. And then what we need to do from here is just change the position of this image inside of this text, and we do that with a background position property. So we'll say background position, and essentially what this does is just set the initial position of a background image within its container, and just gives us the ability to control where the background image is going to be placed. And in this instance, we're going to place it 50% from the top. So we'll say 0 from the left and then 50% from the top. And you'll see this slightly move now when I save it. You see now the image has moved 50% from the top. And then finally from here, we just need to use the animation property. Create that animation of where it's moving from left to right. So animation, we'll give this a name of move left, right. And this is going to be 5 seconds long. And we're going to set it to infinite, and then we're going to alternate this as well. So we'll say alternate, and then we'll also say linear. Save that. And then all we need to do here is just use keyframes to then trigger this animation. So we'll say at keyframes. This has the move. The name of this is move left, right. And then we want to say at 0%. So at the beginning of the animation, we'll set the background position to be how it is currently, so 0 from the left and then 50% from the top. And then at 100%, so the end of the animation, we want to grab the background position again, and then we want to say we want it to be 100% from the left, so essentially all the way to the right, but then also keep the top 50%. So if we save this now, our animation should work. So you can see now it's moving from left to right, and once it hits right, it goes back to the left, and that completes our animation. So all we've essentially done here is just grab that H1 that we put in the HTML, give it a background image, and then set the background clip to text. So the text now is masked on top of that image, giving it a color transparent so we can then see the image, increase its size, as well as setting the background position initially to 0 on the left and then 50% from the top. Use the animation property to set some values, and then using the keyframes here from 0, so the beginning of the animation, we keep the background position from the left and then also 50% from the top. And then by the end of the animation, we want it to be all the way to the right, but still 50% from the top. And then this is just going to keep going infinitely, and it's a 5-second long animation. So that's going to be it for this video, guys. Pretty simple, but a pretty cool animation using Just CSS. I hope you guys liked it, and I'll see you guys in the next one.